What up, y'all? This is my box that I built of this design. I built it out of reclaimed wood. There's a seam down here because it's two pieces of wood. There's carpet in there, so I'm trying to fight like port noise. So I don't think there was much port noise coming from this end of the port, but there was a lot coming from this end, which I've also put a bunch of carpet on. I originally just put it here, and that actually cut down the port noise a lot. So I also put it over there. And one of the other things I've got is one cheap Walmart pillow's worth of polyfill stuffed in that section there. I don't know if that does anything that is worth it to you, but that should make the roll off on the top better, but it's going to cut down on some of the low bass near the tuning frequency. I don't really mind that because my port's already super active and noisy. So I'm going to stick my subwoofer back in now, and hopefully it doesn't make too much port noise or makes less of it or whatever. Here's my terminals. I just used my own. Oh, come on. Let's focus here. Oh, see, there they are. Don't they look nice? I made the lugs out of just pipe. It's copper pipe, so it's good. And then the wires are household wiring. It's good. See, OFC. Lots of strands. OFC wire. Sure. So I'm going to put the speaker back in and see what we get. Maybe measure it with my non-reference microphone. All right, here it is, wired up. I got the Gravity Audio Warzone 12-inch. Thing's pretty cool. I don't know the specs on it. Oh, falling over, but that's okay. I bought it for something else. Didn't use it for a long time. So now I'm going to use it for this. Let's see. See that voice coil in there? Oh, unlock my screen. See that nice voice coil? Oh, yeah. That's a good one for the price I paid for it, I think. Pretty nice looking speaker. Just this stupid green thing on here kind of sucks. Put a dust cap on that or something, but I'm going to drop it in, just use a couple screws to secure it in and see if anything's better. Yep, got the box back together again. Port noise is a little better. I'm here recording with my microphone. This is what I've got right now. This graph right there, the top one, and the graph that goes lower. The top one is a measurement from right at the mouth of the port. The one that's got that big dip at 30 hertz is measuring right at the cone, which I think that implies that this box is tuned at something more like 30 hertz, this specific one with what I've done to it. And then the blue line there is when I average the responses. So I'll get rid of that average, and I'll do another sweep here. So average is gone. Now I'll do a sweep where I hold the microphone very scientifically like this, somewhere around here. And that's very scientific. That's the way Meyer Sound does it. Danley does it that way. So I'm going to do that real quick and see what we get. Here's the results of that sweep. Our peak SPL is about 51.2 hertz, right around there. When you're looking at the SPL figures and stuff on here, it doesn't matter. It's just the curve. I don't have calibrated equipment, so none of that matters. We're not doing 1 watt, 1 meter. We're doing some watts at a meter-ish, about, in a basement that's untreated. So it is what it is, And what we got here is, I would call this a cool 30 to 80. I would call this a cool 30 to 80. That 30, yeah, it's not the strongest 30 you've ever seen in your life, 30 hertz, but it's all right. It's there. And when we go from 30 to 51.2 hertz, that's like 8. Yeah, about 8 dB rise. And then we go out to 80 hertz, and I guess we have about, let's see, what is that? Yeah, about 6 dB down. That's not too big of a deal. I promise it sounds good. And also, When I simulated this, I simulated it with some other subwoofer in HornResp, which I'll have the file that you can import into HornResp, so you can simulate it for yourself. And after all, the one you make might not sound like this because you might not put polyfill in it and you might not put carpet in your ports. I would recommend to take the time to sort of round off your port on the inside there at least, because that was making a lot of noise. The carpet did fix that up pretty good though. All right, let's get this model open. I got a big brain. That's why it take me so long to do stuff. Anyway, so here we got the model right here. Oh, my mouse, the center button just is so bad. It doesn't work correctly. Let's see. Can I get this thing rotated? Can I get it rotated on my $7 Walmart mouse? There we go. That looks rotated to me. All right. So there's the design. Super basic design. It's just ported. It's ported and it goes from, I think it's 2-inch width. Let me get the measuring tools here. Measure. Yep, 2-inch width with 13.5-inch height of the port where it starts, and then it expands here at the corner over to 5 inches wide. And I did that because I like it and it looks cool and stuff. What is the cubic footage of this box? I don't know. I don't know. It's not that big, but you look here. You can calculate it if you want to do it that way. The tuning is about 35 hertz. The internal dimensions there are 9 by 20.75 by 13.5 inches. So if you want to map that out, that's fine. Otherwise, you can use HornResp. So there you go. That's the model. It's kind of cool. The woofer sits a little bit back from the front edge of the speaker. I like how that looks. That's the only reason that's like that. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, so here's my title page. 35 hertz tuned ported subwoofer. Sound ordinance violation. Go ahead and get those. Go ahead and get them. 35 hertz ported subwoofer box, 12 inches, whatever. Right, it's a title page. So then this would be, zoom in a little more here and close this. Close that. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get the zoom pretty good here. So I think that's all the pieces. That's all the pieces you need to make this thing. It's a pretty simple box, actually. And then you get the helper page, which when you're making the box, just study this and maybe draw it out or something. But it's, like I said, it's not too complex of a box. So it's easy. Anyway, this page is just to make it easier. I don't know. It's just to make it easier. So that is what it is. It is what it is. These will be available on archive.org in PDF. The file for this model right here will be available on archive.org. Program is FreeCAD. I'm using version 0.21.1, I guess. Doesn't really matter as long as your version's newer than that or as new. Nothing's going to break usually. And, well, your version's probably going to be newer since that's the way time works and all that. So, yep, there it is. Have fun. Good to go. Good to go.